And a very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to Northwest High, where tonight your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies will entertain the Redskins of North High on senior night. Final home game of the season for the Grizzlies here tonight. And one of the things that they'll be trying to do tonight is to avoid the season sweep at home and get at long last get the Schneider off the board here at home. They are 0-8 here in the friendly confines of Northwest High's gym, and 5-5 overall on the road for an overall record of 5-13. We're going to have some bonus coverage for you here tonight as the girls' game still has 3:25 remaining. The Grizzlies' lead at the moment is 55-31, so they've got the situation well in hand. They call it travel here on North. And the Grizzlies will bring it back down now. By way of introduction, my name is Kevin Arkin. I'm happy to be with you again this evening. Be joined later on here by our engineering staff of Andrew Fisher and Greg Darnell. They will bring you the sights and sounds of this one. And speak of the devil, young Mr. Darnell has just made the scene. Nice bandana, mister. Whoops. You want to take over for me? Because I really do stink at that. Now you'll get some sights and sounds because Greg's in charge of video here. Grizzlies at the line here, shooting a 1-and-1 opportunity, I believe. Well, like I said, it's a two-shot foul. I knew as soon as I said that, I was wrong. Shooting the free throws is Ashley Cordell, one of the seniors who will be recognized immediately after this game. The senior night activities here at Northwest will take place. There's a foul. All of the seniors will be given their recognition in between games, so it will delay the start of the varsity contest by a few minutes. And our executive producer, Andrew Fisher, has made his way up here. You want to take over for me? I was setting this up for the girls' game so I could put it up. Out of bounds, it goes to the Grizzlies. So we're going to shake things up here just a little bit tonight. You better punch that little button right there. Woohoo! We were unable to connect with head coach Brian Chadwick since Friday night's game. The Arkin family was out of town all weekend. We got back late last night. And taking yesterday off work, I was awfully busy today, and so was Coach Chadwick, so we just never got together. So what we're going to do, time permitting, is replay our interview with Coach Chadwick from the first North High game at North High, because most of what was said in that game still applies today. And we will do that as the teams warm up here after the senior night activities. We're going to make every attempt to get you those activities live. And now we have a massive substitution as the starters are going to take their curtain call here for Northwest. 59-34, 1:21 remaining. This game is all but over, and the parents have already lined up in the tunnel. And they're ready to come out here and share the spotlight with their players, their seniors. I was not given a script, so I don't know everybody that's included in this. I don't know if the cheerleaders are included or not. For the girls, it will include Dejanay Arnold, Madison Surmeyer, Ashley Cordell. 1, 2, 3 girls. 4 boys will be honored tonight. Jalen Smith, Sincere Bowen, Kamarian Thompson, and Jordan Trotter, all seniors on the boys varsity squad. And they will get to make their walk here this evening. 61-34 now. Score, quite frankly, is pretty much academic. And we're going to let you watch the end of the game here. 30 seconds to go now. And that ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with North High. Glad to have you along on the web tonight, wherever you are on planet Earth. Got a couple of shout outs tonight. We'll get to those later on. And a jump ball called, and the possession arrow stays with North. They'll have it with 15 to go. And they're counting it down now. They bring the ball up. Grizzlies probably will not take another shot. And that'll do it. Your girls' final here, 61-36, a big win for the Grizzly ladies here. Hey, Greg. Greg, get the cheerleaders. What that was worth. And we're going to turn it over to the PA announcer for the senior night festivities. Enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to welcome all of the parents to the class of 2018. We're all aware of how much time and energy you have dedicated to your students and helping them become well-rounded citizens. Thank you for caring for children who put us on Northwest High School. And now, we'd like to welcome and present our 2018 senior cheerleaders, senior dance team, and senior basketball players. For our cheerleaders, Courtney Brent, escorted by Dennis and Scott Brent. Plans for next year to attend the University of Kansas, major in pediatric nursing. Senior, Courtney Brent. Senior, Denzel Wood, escorted by Meredith and Randy Smith. Plans for next year to attend the University of Kansas, major in photography and in business. For our senior dance team, Maya Oshel, escorted by Kyle Holiday and Nancy Oshel. Plans for next year to attend Fort Hays State University, majoring in secondary math education. Adriana Pierce, escorted by Nina and Brandon Pierce. Plans for next year to attend Coffeyville Community College, majoring in elementary education. Taylor Rangel. Taylor was unable to attend tonight, however, his father Tony Rangel is with us. Taylor plans next year to attend Kansas State University, majoring in food science. Art Ross, escorted by Tracy Morris and Cornell Morris. Her plans next year to attend either Savannah College Art Design or the University of Kansas and major in scenic design. Kaya Van Ness, escorted by Gary and Douglas Van Ness. Her plans for next year to attend French University, major in music education, fashion design, and in acting. LaQuasia Williams, escorted by Akeisha Welton. Plans for next year to attend Kansas State University, major in fashion design. Our dance team. Next up, our boys basketball team. Sincere Bowen, escorted by Dr. Sharon Transfer and Carolyn Owens. Plans for next year to attend Wiley College in Marshall, Texas, majoring in genealogy. Jalen Smith, escorted by Casey Skana and Lindsay Smith. He's undecided in college and wants to study nursing, become a nurse, and practitioner. Pam Thompson, escorted by Lisa and Mary Thompson. Plans for next year to attend Arkin College and major in elementary education. Our manager, Jennifer Alpro, escorted by Brian Chadwick. Plans next year to attend Wichita State University, study civil engineering. Rona Anwar, escorted by Rubina and Anselm Anwar. Her plans next year to attend Wichita State University, major in physical therapy. Our boys basketball team. Next up, our girls basketball team. First of all, Dejanay Arnold, escorted by Lisa Patrick, Audie Patrick. Plans next year to attend Darnell College, major in cosmetology. Ashley Cordell, escorted by Mom and Dave Cordell. Undecided on our plans for next year. And Madison Surmeyer, escorted by Nancy and Phil Surmeyer. Plans next year to attend Wichita State University, major in marketing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big hand to all of our seniors. Northwest appreciates the hard work over the last 4 years. Good luck, the rest of your senior year. Don't forget to concession stand located west of the main hallway, playing safety items, no beverages available, no sports, Grizzlies pride, Northwest Athletic. And please help to keep the empty lanes for the drive in on the way out. Thanks very much.
run book tonight?
Sure. All right, we're back live with you. We are in between. We're in between games here. Senior night festivities have completed, and this is going to be different. I just managed to throw a mic overboard here. I've got to get a plug plugged in here or two, and then you're going to hear another voice. Put those on there, please. All righty, I am joined, in addition to our executive producers, our fine crew of Andrew Fisher and Greg Darnell, our statistician and broadcast partner tonight, Junior?
Yes.
Junior, Bree Johnson. Welcome aboard.
Thank you for having me.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I haven't seen you since, pardon me a moment, I'm going to make an adjustment here. Haven't seen you since Wichita State, so.
Yeah, glad to be back.
I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad I'm glad you're here to add a different perspective, because I can guarantee you everybody's tired of hearing me.
Well, it should be a good game. North is pretty solid this year.
They are solid, and they've got Mr. All-World on that team, Jackie Johnson, number 10, who managed to put 38 in on us when we played at North, and he is the key. They've got to find a way to stop him.
Yeah.
In order to win.
Yeah. I also think they have a good offense revolving around him, so if we can shut him down, it'll be easy.
So how do we shut him down? That's the question.
Oh yeah.
You know the answer to that, because I don't think anybody in the City League has figured that out yet.
Yeah. Well, I think Coach Chadwick has a good kind of idea about how to do it.
Well,
hopefully we can execute.
We'll find out. It would be certainly good on senior night to send these kids out of here on a win.
Definitely.
And especially since we're working on a Schneider for the year here. We have not won at home yet.
Yeah.
We're 0-8 at home, and they want to change that here tonight. And it isn't for a lack of effort. I've never seen a bunch of guys work harder than this bunch does, game in, game out. Every game they are out there from start until the end. Even last Friday night at East, when East was putting a mercy rule on them, they were playing hard until the final horn blew.
Oh yeah. If there's one thing Coach Chadwick does pound into those boys' head, it's perseverance, and you don't just take that whooping.
That's right. You don't give up. And you're right. He has certainly. Oops. I think I got a button popped on my slacks here. Fortunately, it's in a place that it doesn't matter. So there will be no embarrassing moments here. No fashion collapses here tonight. Well, Bree, let's talk a little bit about you here before we send it over to Coach Chadwick. You're a junior. What are your aspirations after high school?
Well, right now I am in line to be a teacher. I want to specifically be an art teacher.
At what grade level?
I'd like to do high school, but I have to start off in middle school. That's just how the ladder works.
Well, but that's all right. There's nothing wrong with middle school.
Yeah, no, nothing wrong with it. I like seeing more evolved art, and not saying that middle schoolers can't do that, but I like seeing it when they're truly passionate about it, when they're finding out, oh, this is what I can do if I can unlock that creative.
What are your college plans?
I think I'm going to Emporia, but right now I've got a couple of offers for softball that I'm looking at. Okay.
Where are they at? Are you allowed to say?
A few of them are, they're all, the JUCO, NAIA. Mm-hmm. But right now, Emporia has sent me some stuff. Langston in Oklahoma, and McPherson. So none of them are oh, gross.
Mac's got a beautiful campus. I love their campus up there.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I don't know anything about their softball facilities because I've not been up there for softball. I've been up there for soccer and football both. And beautiful, beautiful stadium. I love going up there, and the campus is just gorgeous. So.
Oh, yeah.
And so, Emporia State, is an older school, an older campus, but they do a good. First of all, it's a good school. It's a good school for art.
Mm-hmm.
My understanding is it's very good for art and graphic arts. So you would do well there.
Yeah. Right now, it's a pretty close tie between like Langston and Emporia.
Well, we'll see what happens. Where is? I don't even know where Langston is.
It's in Oklahoma, like western Oklahoma, I think.
We may have to get on our smartphones here and check that out. You know, the Panhandle area of Oklahoma, I'm very familiar with because I used to work out there. But I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah, it's to my understanding, it's in western Oklahoma, and it's a Black Heritage College, so they'd give me more than just a softball scholarship. I'd get pretty good academic scholarships as well as heritage.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Large student body or small or?
It's probably going to be about the same as McPherson.
Okay, well, nothing wrong, and there's nothing wrong with that level of, as far as softball is concerned. There's nothing wrong with that level.
Yeah.
Because softball, like any other sport in college, if you play a sport in college, the sport is your means to the education, not the other way around.
Definitely.
So, you know, if that's where you end up, if the academic program that you're interested in is there, then that's the place you should go. And if softball's in the mix, all the better, especially if you can get some do-re-mi out of it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, to help mom and dad with tuition and room and board and everything else. So,
well, all the website has to tell me is that Langston is a public
it's in
university.
Langston, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Duh. Okay, well, so much for that. We're going to go ahead and send it over to the pregame show here with head coach Brian Chadwick. So stay tuned after this brief announcement, and Coach will be with us, reminding you that this is a reprise of our interview before the first North game because he wasn't available for this game. So stay with us. Bree and I will be back. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
Hey, man, you going out for football?
Band class still needs you, man.
Kansas students have choices to do or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
This is the Northwest Grizzlies basketball pregame show. A look at past contests and a preview of today's game with head boys basketball coach Brian Chadwick. And now, here's the coach.
Our countdown to tip-off continues here at North High, and we're joined by head coach Brian Chadwick. Coach, let's start, I guess, by talking about 3 days ago at home, a very tough loss, giving it up in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, East High, great game for us. We showed some toughness. We showed some heart. We showed some desire. We just didn't finish it. We led most of the game in the second half. Did some really great things in there. I saw some players playing together. We just have to find some extra players to help us out to make that extra run late.
And, you know, you have to give credit to East High because they shut down Smith, especially in the second half. He did not score. If I'm not mistaken, he did not score in the third quarter. And that really makes a big difference when you've got your scoring leader shut out in a whole quarter like that.
And the good thing about it is Javen Dixon came through for us big. He had a double-double for the night. He had 15 rebounds. So we came out with some positives, Kevin. We had 39 rebounds, 28 in the first half, 15 offensive rebounds. We just got to take care of that free throw shooting once again, and we have to take care of some of those turnovers, costly turnovers.
So we talked about rebounding during our last visit, and you know, you don't have the tallest team in the league by any means, but they have done a great job getting the ball back.
Well, and that's something that we've been striving to do ever since I got to Northwest is become a rebounding team, and that shows some toughness. And they're starting to do a really good job of that. They're believing in it. Everybody's working hard. It takes all 5 players on that court to go get a rebound, and they're all doing a great job of it right now.
Your crowd support was great again the other night. They were behind you the whole way, and I think one of the things that they all appreciated, and I know that I certainly did, was the effort from your team. Your players did not give up, regardless of what was happening late in the game.
Yes, sir. That's one of the big things is we really stress the effort of our team. We want our boys to have a sense of urgency out there and to play hard, and our fans, and we talked about the product. If we keep giving them a really good product, they'll come out and watch us.
And they certainly did the other night. You had a good crowd, on nearly a full house the other night for the game. That's granted, it wasn't a school day, but sometimes the fact that it wasn't a school day can keep the kids away too.
So true. Sometimes mom and dad don't want to get out there, and they all came out in the cold, so we were really happy.
Let's talk a minute about something we haven't visited about yet, and that's the rest of your coaching staff. Can you tell us something about those guys that are working with you?
Well, we'll start with some of the ones that have been around me a while, and that's Kyle Smith, who graduated from Heights in 2003. He played for us when I was coaching at Heights. He's a great, silent assassin. We say that about Kyle. He played over at Newman University and played for Coach Potter. Kyle has that gentle heart, which I want around my players. Marcus James, is my freshman coach. And Marcus is excellent. He's from Liberal. He gets on them. He's got that liberal mentality of winning, and we have to have that. And then we went to go get Jim Myrna. We kind of found a way for him to scout and help us out. And he was the girls' coach at Northwest. And he was the boys' coach at Carroll. That's where I knew him from. And we just kind of talked, and Jim Myrna got on that staff, and they do an excellent job. I don't do the subbing. And when I don't sub out my players. My assistants do. I don't run Saturday practice. My assistants do. They have that ability to coach, so I'm going to let them coach.
I do notice that, and we never have the camera on you on the sidelines because we're following the play of the game all the time. You very rarely sit during the game, and you're always, motioning signals and signs and instructions into your team, based on the situation at hand.
Yes, I'm very animated. I know. I was told I have to stop trying to get the crowd to clap because I'm like 0 for 25. Every time I get the crowd to clap, they start the opposing team hits a 3. So I can't have the crowd get hype again.
The crowd will get hype on its own. When we start banging threes home, the crowd will get into the game. There's no question about it.
Yes, they will. Yes, they will.
Let's turn our attention now to the matter at hand tonight, and that's the North High Redskins. We're playing in their building, and let's talk, if you will. Tell us what you know about this all-world player they have.
Well, I'm going to give credit to Peyton Hatter first. Peyton Hatter is their senior leader who is he can do everything. Peyton can hit the 3. He's 6'5", maybe 6'6" right now. He goes inside. He had 37 against Heights and kept them in that game. Peyton has done a lot of great things for them throughout his career at North. The freshman, Jackie Johnson, is really good. But with Peyton and him together, they're really tough to guard. Jackie has really lit up the league and done some scoring, but he has the green light. So it's kind of easy for him there because he can do anything there. But I think we got a game plan for him.
I know Eric Holderman, the principal, when we were talking off camera before our halftime visit on Tuesday night, he referred to him as one of the smoothest players he'd ever seen.
Yes, I've heard that a lot. And we've watched Jackie throughout the years. He's a freshman, and Blake, my son, is a freshman. So we've seen him throughout his development and growing up and everything. And Jackie is a smooth player. Jackie works hard. He does everything right. And you tend to forget he's left-handed, because he can play. And being a left-hand player, you don't really see a lot of them do the things he can do.
Going to be a big challenge for you tonight at North on the road, coming off a tough loss on Tuesday. Kids should be up for this one.
Oh yeah, they'll be up, and they have to guard us also because we have one of the top scorers in the league also with Jalen Smith, and Javen Dixon is being a force inside and outside. He's still shooting a high percentage from 3, so they have to guard us also. So it's going to be a great game, and every time we play North, there's been some incredible games against North.
We'll wrap this up with the game time injury report. How's everybody doing?
Everybody's pretty good. We put some ice on Javen's calf last night. Jalen's still doing his thing. We won't have Brees Hall. Brees Hall had a family tragedy, so he won't be around. He didn't play against East, but he won't be around. He probably won't be back in town until probably Monday. So that's what we're missing.
Well, we wish the best to Brees Hall and his family and hope everything goes well for them going forward.
Yes, we do too.
Wish you the best of luck tonight. Look forward to a visit next week before our next webcast.
All right. Thank you, Kevin. We appreciate it.
Head coach Brian Chadwick on the pregame show. Stay tuned after this brief timeout. We'll be back with the starting lineup and the play-by-play of tonight's game against the North High Redskins. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Wichita Northwest Grizzlies basketball is on the air. Follow your Grizzlies basketball squad on the World Wide Web as they set out in pursuit of another 6A state title. And now, let's go courtside to your host, Kevin Arkin.
Thank you, Todd Taylor. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Wichita Northwest High School, where tonight your Grizzlies will entertain the Redskins of North High in the final home game of the year. It is senior night. Hope you got to see the senior night activities between the girls and the boys game. Joined tonight to my right by Bree Johnson. Bree, we're going to start off with some of the biggest news of the night so far.
Yeah.
And that is the starting lineup for North High.
Yeah, that should be oof. The first starter is Eli Parmenter.
Yeah, I think it's Parmenter, yeah.
Then Daniel Moose, followed by Peyton Halls, Chase McCollin,
yeah, and
Ty Butner.
So, you've given me the starting 5. What's missing in that starting 5?
Supposedly the really good player that North has, I think state ranked, Jackie Johnson, is not here.
Evidently not. He is not in the starting lineup. We don't know if we'll find out when they take their warm-ups off, because I don't remember what he looks like, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
We'll see if he's in the building at all, but he is not starting tonight. And as much as he has contributed to North's success this year, it can only mean one of two things. Either he's injured or there's a disciplinary problem of some kind, or grades. One of those 3 would be keeping him out of the starting lineup. So we'll see when they take their warm-ups off and sit down whether or not he is even in the building. But the fact that he's not starting, I'm going to consider that as a good sign, because he is their best player. There's no question he's their best player. He put 38 points on us the first time we played him. So if he's not out there to do that, then that's just great.
And we were just talking about how he's the center focus of their offense, so we don't even have to worry about shutting him down tonight.
Exactly. At least not at the beginning, at any rate. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens. Now, if they prove us all wrong and all of a sudden introduce him, we're going to really look bad.
Yeah.
But That's just the way things go. They're getting ready to introduce the starting lineups, and we will tell you who. We're going to have the national anthem first, folks.
Presenting tonight's colors are Cadet Captain Michael Ragland, Cadet Second Lieutenant Ethan Watt, Cadet First Sergeant Spencer Trail, Northwest Student Kai Van Ness will perform our national anthem.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The national anthem performed here before the introduction of players at Northwest. And quite frankly, they could have used her on Sunday at the All-Star game.
Oh, definitely.
She did a much better job. Okay, we're introducing the starting lineups here, and our production crew is having some fun over there. It's their last night of the season as well at home. Daniel Moose just came out for North High, and Jalen Smith is about to join him for the Grizzlies. The 6'1 senior who got celebrated at senior night wants to be an LPN, I believe is what I heard him say. Peyton Hatter, number 15 for North High, and number 2 for the Grizzlies, senior Sincere Bowen, a 5'7 guard. Chase McCollum wears number 20 for North High. He's a 6'1 senior. His counterpart, Cam Thompson, a 6'2 senior, wearing number 4 for your Grizzlies. Ty Butner wears number 21 for the Redskins. He's a 6'2 senior forward. Number 10 for the Grizzlies, Zion Jones. He's a 6-foot sophomore. Eli Parmenter is a 6'7" senior center for the Redskins, and he'll be countered by 6'1" junior, number 23, Bree Hall. North High is coached by Gary Squires. He's assisted by Jermaine Brown, Tim Bernard, and Joe Mitchell. Brian Chadwick is your head coach of the Grizzlies. He's assisted by Kyle Smith, Jim Murnaugh, and Marcus James. Bree, it ought to be a good one.
Definitely. I'm looking forward to how this game is going to turn out.
These guys are going to play hard. They've got a lot to play for here on senior night. The seniors all want to go out of here with a W. And a good crowd on hand for a Tuesday night game. Unusual schedule this week for the Grizzlies, too. They play on Thursday instead of Friday. Their final game will be at Southeast. You going to be there?
Yeah, definitely.
Good. That means you're going to be here You're going to be doing this.
Oh, yeah. Can't get
North
rid of
High
him.
wins the tip. And around the horn it goes. Now in the paint. Turning, spinning, and shooting and missing. And a rebound to Brees Hall. Nice job by Hall to get the Grizzlies' first rebound of the night. Passes it into Jones. Jones' shot is blocked. It comes out to Jalen Smith. Smith now back out to Hall as the offense resets itself. Just underway here at Northwest. No score. Jones to Thompson. Back to Jones. And over to Brees Hall on the far side now. Looking to pull North out of their zone. Smith for three. Off the glass and good. Counted for three. The Grizzlies take the early lead. Back with it now, Ty Butner for North High. Passed over to Hatter. Into the paint, now back out. Hatter with it again. Driving. Into the paint, loose ball. Hatter gets it back, puts it up. That's a two. It's no good. And it's rebounded by Sincere Bowen. And here comes Northwest back with a chance to add to their lead. The first quarter has been miserable for the Grizzlies in the last three games. It would be nice to get a nice lead here. Smith, a long three, good! Counted, he's got all six. I wonder if they think they just told him to shoot. And there's Hatter sticking a dunk in at 6-2.
North is really not moving from that zone, are they?
They are not. They're getting right back in it again. 3-2 this time. Hall to Bowen to Thompson. Short. Rebound to the Grizzlies. Smith. They're marking him a little tighter now that he's canned 2 3-pointers. Brees Hall sends one across to Bowen for three. Off the heel, no good. Rebound goes to North. That's Hatter with it. He dishes it off. And, wow, a long three of his own. Give that one to Chase McCollum. And it's 6-5. Grizzlies got the first 6. Redskins the last 5. Just 3 minutes in here to the first quarter of this contest. Grizzlies come into this game 5-13, 0-8 at home, 5-5 on the road. Brees Hall off the heel, no good. Rebounded to North. Here come the Redskins back. McCollum into the paint it goes. Wide open is Parmenter, and he just taps it home. That Parmenter's a big kid.
Oh, yeah.
Grizzlies trail for the first time, 7-6. Bowen again now from the other side is short. They're living and dying with the three, and right now they're dying by it. Made the first 2, missed the last 3 of them. Grizzlies need to work the ball and keep the possession going. They're about to send in Braden Verbeck. Long 2, short, rebound to Bowen. Senior will bring it up. Drives into the paint, puts it up. Doesn't go, but he draws the foul, and he'll go to the line and shoot a pair. We still haven't identified the guilty party. It's Parmenter. That's his first foul of the game. And Bowen's shot is short. I meant to say first team foul of the game. Ended up repeating myself. I do a lot of that. Part of being old. Bowen's second one is good. We're tied at 7.
Ray Burbeck checked in for Northwest.
Braden Verbeck comes in for the Grizzlies, and taking a seat is Bowen. Yeah, I couldn't tell who it was. He was screened because I wasn't paying attention. A steal by Brees Hall. A long one to Smith. Too long, it goes out of bounds. North will get it right back. Hall had the right idea.
Just put a little too much sauce on that ball.
He did. Smith was down there all by his lonesome. He had time to eat a bowl of cereal before anybody got to him. But the ball was too long. There's a three, and it's good. Moose gets the three, 10-7 North. Smith regrouping the offense. Thompson with it. He'll send it across to Jones. Jones almost had it picked. Verbeck for three. Off the side, no good. Rebounded by Parmenter. Here comes North back. Three of their own is no good, and the rebound goes to Smith, and a foul on the rebound play.
On Parmenter.
That's his second foul, is it not?
Yeah.
Well, they gave it to Hatter instead. That'll be his first. Parmenter's still saddled with only one. Brees Hall to Jones for three. Off the heel. Rebound to Hall. Now he couldn't keep a hand on it. And it ends up in the hands of Peyton Hatter. He sends a long one down, and Jones is going to be guilty of a blocking foul here. First team foul for the Grizzlies tonight. Ball back in play. Everybody just ignored Trotter. He goes up, gets the basket, draws the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot one and try and get the three-point play the hard way.
Brees Hall first foul. Peyton second. Basket two. Peyton Hatter, shoot one.
Brees Hall was guilty of that foul, and that's only his first.
We cannot afford to get him in foul trouble. They really missed him on Friday night when he was out of town. He was at a college visit on Friday for football.
He's gotten a lot of those offers.
This is the time. He's a junior, and that's when they come. For three, no. Cam Thompson is long. Grizzlies have not scored in a while. Now we have a foul. That's going to be on Jones, I think. It is. That's his second. He'll probably come out.
Second in a matter of 3 minutes.
Got to stay out of foul trouble. First one's in and out, no good. Guess I should tell you that it's Daniel Moose at the line. I never did say anything about that. Jones comes out, and Bowen goes back in for him. So your lineup, Moose makes the second one. It's 14-7. Grizzlies trail by a touchdown. Verbeck to Hall. Long one from Smith. Good! He's got 9 of our 10 points. All on three-point bombs. And we trail only by 4 now. Here's a steal. Thompson's going to get a lay-in. Up it goes, and it's good. And all of a sudden, we're only down by a bucket. Short. Rebound to Parmenter. And seeking the follow-up is Ty Butner. Well, that's too bad that didn't go. We could have used the three-point play. As it is, Jalen Smith will go to the line and shoot a pair. Parmenter, this is his second foul. Hope you didn't erase that too thoroughly when you had to change it earlier. First one's good.
Jalen picked a good night to be hot on his shot.
He needs to be hot. Second one from Smith is also good. How many's he got now? Is that 11?
Yes, sir. 11 of
11
14.
points in one quarter is pretty darn good. Now he needs to duplicate that for 3 more quarters. Loose ball picked up by Bree Hall there. Smith, get in there, and the putback is good. Smith's three-pointer went in and out. Bree Hall followed it, and we're tied at 16. Loose ball around there. For Beck. Makes an errant pass, and it's picked off by North High. Here come the Redskins back, 30 seconds to go. Oh, gosh, wide open under the basket was Ty Butner. How he was not guilty of a 3-second violation is beyond me. He was down there forever. Or at least it seems so. Bree Hall tried to scoop it in, didn't go. Didn't get the foul call either. But Jalen Smith did.
It's only his first. If he keeps it this rate, he'll end the game with 4.
We can handle that. Don't want any of the big guns in trouble. 8 seconds to go. Grizzlies down by 2. Been a weird first half, or first quarter, scoring-wise. We get 6, we give up 7. Foul call. This one's going to be on Thompson.
And that'll make his 3rd if it is him.
Oh, they charged it to, well, they haven't yet.
Oh,
That's his first.
Oh, yes. I was thinking of Zion.
At the line, shooting a pair is Antonio Wilson. The first one is good. 1 second to go. And he makes them both. 20-16. It's probably the way it'll end. It is the way it'll end. After 1, Grizzlies trail the Redskins 20-16. Stay with us after this quick timeout. We'll be back with more from Northwest High. You already running it?
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
Back at Northwest High, Kevin Arkin, Bree Johnson, Andrew Fisher, and Greg Darnell, your production crew tonight. Bree, what do we got scoring-wise?
Well, scoring-wise, Daniel Moose and Peyton
Hatter?
Yes.
She can't read my writing, folks. That's my fault.
They lead North in scoring. Peyton with 5, Daniel with 4. But Jalen Smith for Northwest leads with 11 in this first half.
He's got 11 of our 16.
Yeah.
Grizzlies will inbound to start the second quarter. And Lincoln Phillips is in the game for the first time. He inbounds the ball. He is joined on the floor by Jalen Smith, Bree Hall, Sincere Bowen, and Cam Thompson. Thompson with the ball now. Out to Bowen. Around the horn it goes. Bree Hall to Jalen Smith. He thought about a long 3, pulled it back. Now he takes a shorter 3. It's short. Rebounded by North High, and here come the Redskins back. Going to send a shout out tonight to someone watching their very first Grizzly webcast, and that would be Eric Tower. Now, none of you know who Eric Tower is, but Eric Tower is my new boss. We worked together for the first time today. His first day was actually yesterday, but I was out of town yesterday, so he and I were together for the first time today, and very enjoyable day, and wish him well in a long career at McCurdy Auction. There's Phillips for three off the side, no good. Back comes North High. No scoring yet in this quarter. And there still isn't. Rebound on that miss to Bree Hall. Here come the Grizzlies back. Grizzlies with a chance to get this thing tied. North is cold all of a sudden. Bowen has it in the far corner. Back out here to Phillips, to Thompson. Smith. Good! That's a three-pointer. That's his fourth. And we're down by only one. Hatter misses. Short gets his own rebound, puts it up. Misses again. This time Bree Hall gets it. And it's amazing how well we're rebounding, Bree, given the fact that you look at the floor, man for man, they're taller than we are.
Yeah, Northwest this year is particularly short, especially since we lost one of our taller guys, Javen and Joey, to an injury.
Yes, you are exactly right. We have I know a guy that used to refer to them as worm burners, and that's not what they are, but we're a small team. Get up there and good. There you go. Bree Hall for two. Grizzlies take the lead. 21-20. What was it after one? I forgot already. 20-16?
Yes.
So we have 5 unanswered points here until now.
Yeah, with the quick 2.
Grizzlies now trail by 1. I was going to say a 5-0 run here up until that basket. And they ruined it for me. Bowen for three. Good! Grizzlies lead by 2. Are they calling it out of bounds or are they calling a foul?
I think it's just out of bounds.
I was concerned they might have called a foul there.
Oop, Blake Chadwickson.
How did he sneak in there when we weren't looking? That's what I want to know. Blake Chadwick, number 3 in the game for the Grizzlies. And we'll figure out whose place he took in just a minute. Whose place did he take?
He took Sincere's.
Oh, he sure did. North working the ball around now. A drive into the paint off to the side. A 12-footer, no good. Rebounded by Cam Thompson. Here come the Grizzlies back. Phillips can't get a handle on it. Hatter gets it back. There's a miss and a rebound out of play, and to the Grizzlies it goes. 4:22 remaining in the first half. And I'd like to tell you all about our halftime guest, but I can't because we don't have one. First game all year, we have nobody lined up to talk to at halftime. So we're going to keep it here, and we'll probably just talk to the whole crew. We'll put the other mic in, we'll let the crew talk.
Yeah, make the boys say a few words.
Well, that ought to be interesting. They do a great job with video and with graphics and everything else. But, boy, they don't talk much. Those two guys are quiet.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about Andrew Fisher and Greg Darnell. They've been a godsend to the program this year, and we're sure glad to have them. And there's another one for Jalen Smith. And that guy's on fire. Think he's trying to make a statement in his last home game? Because the Grizzlies will not host the playoff game.
I think when Chadwick told him that we need this home win, he took it to heart.
I think you're right. Hopefully he can bring the rest of the team up there with him. Grizzlies lead 26-24, and they have the ball. Smith has it. North is content to sit in their defensive set, which is a long, extended 2-3 zone.
Really trying to put the shutdown on Jalen because he's hit so many threes.
Yep. Here's Brees Hall driving. Nice dish. Oh, and they can't finish it. Cam Thompson got himself open, and he couldn't get it to go down. But on the other end, North High's Ty Butner does, and we're tied at 26. 2.5 to go, first half. Smith, another three-pointer.
Making that his 5th three-pointer of the night.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, we have a foul called on, maybe on Brees Hall. Let's see what they say.
Yep.
It is Brees' second. And it's a 1-and-1 opportunity. It puts North into the bonus. And Peyton Hatter will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1.
Logan Engelmeyer just came in for Cam.
It's his first appearance of the night. And what do we have here? We have something going on. I think they're calling a lane violation on Northwest, so he's going to get it over. I guess they called it a 2-shot foul is what they did. So he missed the first, made the second. Grizzlies up by 2 and with the ball as we approach 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Fourth. Boy, he went down hard.
Oh, yeah.
Lincoln Phillips went down hard, but it was worth it because he's going to get 3 shots. As he was fouled in the act of shooting a 3, and that's Parmenter's 3rd foul. That's big. He's the tallest person in the game at 6'7". Is Parmenter. Phillips gets it. Also on the floor for the Grizzlies, he's got. Oh, I saw him. We saw him come in.
Logan Engelmeyer?
Yeah, we saw him come in, didn't we? Where was I at? Okay, let's set the offense here. Or the defense, as the case may be. In the game for the Grizzlies, Chadwick, Engelmeyer, Phillips, Brees Hall, and Jalen Smith. Smith and Hall have played the whole game, haven't they?
Yeah.
There's a long three-pointer that's short, rebounded by Jalen Smith. He'll bring it down. He dishes it off to Phillips for 3. In and out, no good. Chadwick couldn't get to the rebound. It's taken there by the Redskins. Zach Sterner got that rebound. Number 35 for North High. Hatter with it to Sterner. Sterner turns around and gets it. Less than a minute to go now. 32-29 Grizzlies. Brees Hall into the paint, dishes it off, and nice touch that time by Engelmeyer.
It's nice to see everybody on the floor making contributions.
Yes, it is. As long as they're wearing white.
Definitely. I mean, I'll take a few turnovers from North.
Well, that's not where I was going, but you said that just as they scored.
Yeah.
Less than 20 to go now. Grizzlies up by 3. And Smith gets another one. Sincere Bowen is going to come into the game. probably for Smith. Smith is probably tired. And he's just guilty of his second foul, too. That's the other reason. That'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity.
Ooh, they called a technical.
They did call it technical. I didn't see that.
I don't even remember
Hatter
seeing
makes
a warning.
the first one. I wonder who the technical's on. Now this hurts big because not only do they get 4 shots now, they'll get the ball as well. He makes the second. I guess there was no personal foul, just the technical. And I'm sure they called it on Smith.
First time he's been out all game.
And they were going to take him out anyway. That's the bad part about it. He was coming out anyway. It was unnecessary. Brees Hall off the glass, no good. And we're going to go into halftime with the Grizzlies leading by 3. 36-33. We'll be back with our halftime extravaganza. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
But say whatever comes to you.
And if they don't talk to
But use this.
me? Okay.
Guys, you have to talk to her.
Yeah, please don't leave me hanging on this.
Okay? She's going to interview you, and I am going to run the camera.
I'll try. Oh, I'm not interview ready.
You look great. You look awesome. Greg, you need to get down a little bit. Just a little bit.
I'll sit back. Fish, your head's blocking me.
Fish has a big head. How we doing tonight?
Pretty good.
What do you think of this? Is Greg Darnell and
Andrew Fisher.
And I'm Bree. What do you guys think of the game so far?
Like the score of it. We're winning, so that's always a good thing.
Not liking the refs too much, but overall you can't really control what they're doing, so
Yeah, I didn't understand what they called that tech on Jalen Smith for because I didn't see a warning, but it is what it is. Do you guys think that we can continue this kind of momentum going into the second half?
I feel like we can, especially with the lead. They're going to be a little bit better off at halftime than they are normally when they're down.
Yeah, and I think with the amount of threes that were shot, they're pretty accurate, so I think they'll be able to.
Yeah. I'm glad Jalen Smith got hot this game because he's been kind of struggling on his three-pointers. Up until today, Brees Hall has been leading us in 3 points. But Jalen Smith came out with 18 this first half.
Yeah, Zaywin's really starting to feel it tonight. It's really helping out the team. Starting to become a leader with points.
How do you think he's doing so far, being one of our last seniors?
Yeah, with 3 left, I think he's doing a great job. 4 with Trotter.
Shame we've had so many seniors leave us this year, but I think we got left with the best.
Yep. Definitely. I feel Northwest has pretty good players who, even if they don't leave, they're pretty good and they're pretty solid. They're able to hold their own.
Definitely. What are you guys expecting going into this second half?
I'm expecting the normal, just input on defense, work on the offense. Hopefully don't just shoot up random threes like normal, but not always.
Yeah, same as Greg, pretty much. The defense looked pretty solid to me, so I would hope that they keep that the same.
I'm kind of bummed we're missing Chadwick's big inspirational halftime speech, but honestly, this has been a pretty good interview.
Yep.
What do you think he's saying in there?
Probably just telling them to keep up the good effort, not to give up, don't let their heads get down.
Definitely. What do you think Chadwick's saying in there right about now?
Pretty much the same as Greg. If they can keep up the pace, they'll win the game. So that's always the goal.
Should be exciting to see how this second half rolls out for us.
Yes.
You want to send it to commercial?
Sure.
Next, we have the Senior Northwest cheerleader.
No, I don't.
This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Two of the Northwest High senior cheerleaders doing a number here at halftime. 36-33, Grizzlies lead North High here at halftime in what was a very well-played first half. And thank God for Jalen Smith.
Oh, yeah.
He led all scores. What do you have, 18? How many do you have?
15, 17, 19, 21.
Oh, my gosh. 21 points in the first half for Jalen Smith. I don't know if he can keep that up all night.
Hopefully they've
but he's got 21 of our 36.
Yeah. Hopefully they've got something for him in the locker room to pump him up for the second half because we need him.
We do need him, and he needs to avoid getting another technical. He's already had 1-2 technical game this year.
Oh, yeah. That was.
If he gets another technical, he has to sit out Thursday night. And Thursday night, we're on an unusual schedule. Usually we play on Tuesday and Friday. This week it's Tuesday and Thursday. We are at Southeast on Thursday night for the regular season finale between the Golden Buffaloes and the Grizzlies. And then next week we'll start the playoffs. We do not know what the playoff schedule is and won't until probably Monday. But as soon as we know it, we'll put it up on the Facebook page. It'll be the lead item on the Facebook page. You can go right up there and we'll put the link to it because wherever I probably shouldn't say that. If they're playing in Kansas City, I'm not going. I can't go. But if they play locally, and I think they will, right now the odds are they're going to play at Derby. And if they play at Derby, we will be there to bring it to you live and in color, as they say.
Be a nice change of scenery if they went to Derby. That's my side of town.
I would like. Do you live in Derby? Mm-hmm. But you go to school here.
Yeah, my mom works here, and for the time I couldn't drive.
What does your mom do here?
She used to be a science teacher, but right now she is one of the test coordinators.
Really? I didn't know that. Well, good for your mom.
Makes it really hard to just fly under the radar here.
Well, yeah, I can understand that too. But I'm sure your mom leaves you alone during the day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's not like you can't live your own life on campus.
Yeah, it just gets annoying when everybody's like, oh, you're so-and-so's daughter. Yes.
So. Well, I'm sure your mom must be very nice.
Oh, yeah. Around
because
other
that
people.
stuff rolls downhill, you know.
Yeah.
So, well, good. We got a minute and a half to go here until the start of the third quarter. And if it sounds like we're trying to kill time, we are. we don't have a lot to talk about with no halftime guest tonight except our fearsome threesome here. And we, quite frankly, folks, just so you know, that was done off the cuff. They learned about that about 30 seconds before the end of the first half that they were going to be forced to do that. So Joey Duncan is out there walking without crutches. That's a good sign. I mean, he's still not going to be able to play anymore this year, but it's good to see that he's starting to get on the mend.
Definitely.
So, and Jennifer Alfaro, she looks very nice tonight.
Yeah.
Dressed up for senior night, as does
Aruna.
Yeah, Aruna. She looks very nice as well. So, they actually helped with our webcast on Friday night. We were glad to have them up here. They did a great job.
I guess our informant was right. No sign of number 10.
I would say that Jackie Johnson stayed home. So, we do not see him on the bench. Not in the building. So he's either sick, being disciplined, or has a grade issue. One or the other. I don't know.
Hopefully he's staying away from this flu as it's going around. So.
It is going around. Everybody seems to have had it, or if you haven't had it, you're going to get it, is pretty much what everybody's thinking. So, yeah, it's bad stuff, and you do what you can. My hands are absolutely raw from hand sanitizer.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that stuff eats through your skin, but I put it on about 20 times a day, just trying to keep myself healthy.
Can't afford to take a sick day.
Can't. I don't get sick days. Moose inbounds for North. We're underway here in the second half, with the Grizzlies up 36-33 at halftime. And over here on the near side, Moose has it again. He sends it back to the top of the key to McCollum. Had her underneath. Sends it into, he sent it into Ty Butner, and they've called a turnover. It's either a travel or a lane violation or something. But whatever it is, it's Grizzly ball. And we'll set the lineup here for you going into as we start the second half. Jalen Smith is not in the game.
I was just about to say, first quarter he hasn't played, or hasn't started at least.
Hasn't at least started. Blake Chadwick with the ball there, number 3. 4 is Cam Thompson. 23 is Brees Hall. Zion Jones is number 10. He's standing at the free throw line. And over on the far side, Lincoln Phillips. And that's your starting lineup here for the second half for your Northwest Grizzlies. Now, I guess my next point is Smith is on the bench. I want to make sure he wasn't hurt.
Yeah.
And is still in the locker room. That's where I was going with that.
I'm still very eager to find out what that technical was for.
Well, we're not going to find out for a while. We're not going to know tonight. Hang on just a moment. I'm getting something from the executive producer. What was that? What did you just say? I thought you were talking to us. Oh, I thought you were talking to us. Well, there's a big dunk from Peyton Hatter, and it gets the North Redskins within a point. They score first here in the second half. Chadwick is fouled as he dribbles toward the basket. They'll take it out on the side. First foul of the second half is charged to Chase McCollum.
Only his first.
And a steal by Zion Jones into Cam Thompson, and an easy bucket. And there's a timeout. That's the first timeout taken tonight. Timeout is taken by Northwest. We'll take one with them. Stay with us. We'll be back. Grizzlies by 3. This is Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a number 1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
As an analyst, and another part, quite honestly, is the familiarity with the person sitting next to you.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm pretty easy, I like to think so. Bree and I talking about the comfort level of the former as she does the webcast tonight, and I think she's a lot more comfortable tonight than she was at Wichita State.
Definitely.
So I want to see some more of you doing this, is what I'm saying. Now, I know you're not going to be able to do anything in the spring because you're going to play softball.
Yeah.
Right? So you won't be able to help with soccer, but that's fine. Do you play a fall sport?
I do tennis.
Do you really? Oh, good for you. Are you any good?
Yeah, I'd like to think I'm okay. I can get out there and play with the varsity girls, but this is only my second year.
Okay. I have no idea who scored that.
Ty Butner.
That's right. I knew that. Redskins take the lead on Butner's basket, folks. Over on the far side. Oh, no, they don't. Well, we've now established I can't count. among other things. 38-37. Grizzlies still lead by 1. And there's an intercepted pass by Bree Hall. He'll bring it down himself. Around the horn to Jones, an easy lay-in. Grizzlies back up by 3. Nice play by Bree Hall end-to-end on that one. And he went up for the block, but he unfortunately fouled on the way up. That's his third foul, unfortunately. So what do you expect we're going to see him come out?
I don't know. It looks like Coach James is looking for his replacement right now.
He is going to, come out. Smith and Verbeck come in. Jones comes out with Hall. Hatter makes the first one. He'll go for the second here to try to get the Redskins within 1. And he does. 40-39. Grizzlies with an ever so slight 1-point lead.
Hatter has really done a good job of staying consistent throughout the 3 quarters that he's played.
You got a lot of numbers written down. How many does he have?
15.
15, yeah. Well, he's consistent, all right. Smith with it. North in their zone again, 2-3. Chadwick gets around it to Cam Thompson. He puts it up. It doesn't go, and a rebound by Hatter. Shot blocked on the way up. North continues to maintain possession, and now Hatter goes up. He's fouled on the way up.
Oh, no, they called a travel.
Or did they? I thought they called a foul. They did call a travel. Jones comes back in. Phillips will come out. Lincoln Phillips played very well while he was in there here.
Was looking like he kind of needed a blow.
Yeah, he looks tired. Blake Chadwick now with it, the freshman. Verbeck with it, the other freshman. This is a young team, folks. Zion Jones can't get it to roll. Somebody's fouled. Let's see who it is. It's going to be on the floor.
That would be Davon Carter.
Carter's first foul. Second team foul. It'll belong to the Grizzlies. Now they're checking Carter. Evidently had an eye injury, but he seems okay. There's a long one to Smith. He gets it, brings it back across the timeline. Looking for help? No, he puts it up. It's short. Are they going to call Smith for the foul? Yuppers, they call him for a charge. That's his third foul. Keep in mind, one of those is a tee. Blocked by Thompson, but right back to Chase McCollum. Loose ball on the floor. North continues to maintain the possession, trailing by 1. Across the horn it goes. Now into the paint, up and good. Nice play by Butner. Here's an uncontested 3 off the heel, no good. Rebound to Chadwick. Back out to Thompson. Beck drives, dishes it off. Jones has it now. He pulls it back out. And we have a blocking foul. That'll be called on Carter.
Second.
And Lincoln Phillips is going to come back in, and he will replace Cam Thompson. Grizzlies trail by 1. And they did not call a foul. Oh boy, Smith is limping. He went down pretty hard.
Yeah, I couldn't tell what he tripped on, though.
I think he tripped over his guy's too. Either that or he tripped over one of the stripes on the floor.
Yeah.
One or the other. Yeah, they're going to take him out and let him get some rest. He is really limping. And I hope he just didn't. Hope it's just a little tweak and nothing serious. Down the floor it goes. Butner up, no good. Rebound to Hatter, no good. Second try makes it. And a timeout being taken by North High. We're going to go ahead and take a timeout with them as well. Redskins lead 41-40 over the Grizzlies. We'll be back. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
That public service announcement brought to you by the Kansas State High School Activities Association, and we sure appreciate their support of webcasts and activities at the high school level. Smith back in the game for the Grizzlies. He wasn't out long. He inbounds it to Blake Chadwick. Blake brings it up and finally gets it across the timeline. Drives, loses it, gets it back, loses it. Carter gets it. He sends one back. Zion Jones tried to save it to no avail. It will stay with North as he was out of bounds when he touched it. North will have the ball and a 3-point lead. Butner misses. Rebound. Smith. Smith drives in the paint, tries to put it up, no good. He's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot a pair. Man, that guy is playing hard.
Oh, yeah. It's very cool to be here, like, watching them go this hard with this much effort and tenacity, not willing to just be like, oh, North beat us last time, we'll just take it again.
Well, and, you know, they're not playing for a title by any means. The first one by Smith is good. You know, they're not going to win a title tonight. They're playing for pride. And in the case of Jalen Smith, it's the last game he'll ever play in this building.
Might as well go out with a bang.
He wants to go out with a bang. And hopefully some of that will carry over to the rest of the guys. You know, that kind of tenacity, that kind of work effort. There's a long three, and it's good by McCollum. 46-42.
Only shot twice tonight, but made both of those threes.
There's another foul. That's going to be on McCollum. That's his third.
Yep.
Smith will inbound. We'll reset it for you. 1:37 remaining, third quarter. 2 fouls for the Grizzlies, 5 for the Redskins. The possession arrow is pointing toward Northwest. Smith gets the inbound. Thought about putting it up. Drives, pulls it back, gives it to Phillips. Now back to Smith. Smith is playing like a man possessed out there. Good fake, up and good. Grizzlies down by 2. Over and back, you bet. Grizzly basketball.
Coach Chadwick was really happy about that call.
No coach ever likes it when they call over and back. It's the most elementary rule of the game.
That and the 3 seconds in the lane.
Yeah. Smith, get in there. It comes that back out. Rebounded by Hatter. He sends one in deep to Butner, and he scores. Less than a minute to go here in the third. Grizzlies down by 4. Jalen Smith. To Blake Chadwick. Blake pulls it out. Gives it to Braden Verbeck. Now to Chadwick for 3. Off the front, no good. Rebound is going to go to, that's going to be North High ball.
Looks like that'll make Zion's
they call
third.
a foul on that. Wow. Zion Jones' third foul. I'm surprised they called a foul there.
Yeah. Been a lot of reaching tonight.
North gets it across the timeline, intercepted by Phillips. Here comes Jalen Smith back with it now. Smith over to Chadwick. Blake dribbles into the lane. Tried to go up with it, and he's going to call him for a charge. Blake Chadwick called for the charge. The ball will turn over to North. That's his first foul. And Bree, you look surprised.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like to argue with the refs when we're up here. You know, they've got a tough job to do, and quite frankly, in that case, I agree with them. So we're at the end of 3. North 48, Northwest 44. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
That's true. He did not play a lot of it. Back at Northwest, Kevin Arkin with Bree Johnson, Andrew Fisher, and Greg Darnell. Your production crew tonight. Just commenting on the third quarter and talking off camera with Bree. Jalen Smith only had 4 points in the third quarter. He has 25 for the game, but his lack of offense in the third quarter was not picked up anywhere else by the team. So as a result, we're going into the fourth quarter down by 4 points.
Yeah, sadly, no one else has been as hot as Jalen has.
Brees Hall is, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Brees Hall was just hammered. I'm glad he got up. Go ahead and finish your thought. I'm sorry.
I was just saying that sadly no one else has been as hot on the three-point line as Jalen has, and that'll be Davon Carter's third.
Brees Hall misses, rebounded there by Hatter, and here comes North High back with it. Carter sends it forward to Butner, and Butner goes up. He doesn't get the basket, but he does draw the foul. Brees Hall picks up number 4. He'll probably take a seat for a while. Zion Jones is getting ready to go in for him. First free throw is missed. And Hall does come out. No one ever wants to foul out, and I know that Brees Hall does not want to foul out of his final home game. Ty Butner will try one more here. He missed the first one. He will try to extend the lead to 5. He does. 49-44, Grizzlies trail just inside the start of the fourth quarter. Jones with it. And a foul called. This time it's going to be called on Butner.
That's his first foul.
He's had a good game, has young Mr. Butner.
Yeah, very steady.
And that foul puts the Grizzlies into the bonus. So it'll be Zion Jones going to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 here. Here's a chance to cut into the lead with no time coming off the clock. And the first one is good. Jones will try and get it down to 3. And he does. It's a one-possession game, folks. McCollum will bring it up for North High. A long one. There's an air ball, follow up by Butner, no good, rebounded by the Grizzlies. Cam Thompson, what would have been a great play if it had gone.
Oh, yeah.
And now here's another steal, this time by Phillips, and he can't finish it. Loose ball, rebounded by North. Boy, the Grizzlies sure had some chances. Coach Chadwick not happy with the out-of-bound call.
I can agree with Coach Chadwick on that one. I thought I saw it off his foot. Braden showed some hustle for that ball.
He did indeed. I'm kind of watching Coach Chadwick at the moment. He's been very animated here in the last couple of minutes. He wants this game too.
I always love seeing that kind of passion in coaches.
Long three-pointer, rebounded off the miss by Verbeck. Here comes Jalen Smith now. Into the paint, he dishes it off to Thompson. Thompson for 3, misses. Other than Jalen Smith, we have been cold from three-point land. I don't know if you're keeping that particular team stat or not, but
yeah, the only other person to hit a 3 was Sincere Bowen, but that was in the second quarter.
Yeah. Nobody else has been able to hit a three-pointer. Verbeck comes out, and who went in?
Blake Chadwick.
Chadwick's back in. Yeah, there he is. Jalen Smith will bring the ball up. 6:30 to go, fourth quarter. Smith goes up, forgot to take the ball with him. And coast to coast, Daniel Moose gets the two-pointer to extend the lead to 5. Cam Thompson had 2 guys on him, gets by him, puts it up, doesn't go. Well, he almost knocked himself right through the wall. McCollum with it. Gives it to Carter. Back to McCollum, now in deep. And back to McCollum for three. Off the front, no good. Rebounded there by Phillips. And here comes Jalen Smith and crew back. Smith. Well, he just can't buy a basket from in close. And he's not alone.
Looks like they're going to be sending Todrick McGee in, as well as Braden.
We'll find out about that if we come back on the other side of this timeout. Grizzlies trail 51-46. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
5:39 remaining, fourth quarter. Grizzlies need to get on a run here. They're down by 5. They've been down by as many as 7 tonight. But that was early. It's been a close game most of the way through. Grizzlies are in the bonus and have one more foul to give before they put North High there. And on the floor for the Grizzlies, we told you we'd let you know what was happening there as they made some changes. Todrick McGee, number 35, is in the game, the 5'9" freshman. And he is out there with Braden Verbeck, Lincoln Phillips, Blake Chadwick, another freshman. And who scored that one? That was Hatter.
Hatter did.
Hatter makes it a 7-point game. Phillips misses. Rebound by Chadwick. Back out to Phillips. Across the way, McGee. He's short. And a foul on Lincoln Phillips as he reached in. Probably not the best decision on his part. Didn't really have much of a chance to get to the ball. It's his second foul. Everybody shooting free throws from here on out, folks. Butner sends it forward to Hatter. Wide open under the net is Carter, but he couldn't find the handle. McCollum thought about a three and then pulled it back. Loose ball and Hatter gets it and scores. Hatter makes it a 9-point game, largest lead of the night for North. Grizzlies need to keep this one from getting away. Phillips. That's off the front, no good. Rebounded by Carter. Here comes North High back now. Carter gets around Chadwick and scores.
They got to move themselves off the 3-point line.
Part of the problem when you have a smaller team is it's hard to score in the paint. Verbeck puts up a three that goes in and out. We've had a few of those tonight. Zion Jones and Jalen Smith getting ready to come back in here at the next whistle. And another two. Easy lay-in that time for Hatter, and he's just been all over the score sheet as well. Running out of ink on his line. Brees Hall now back in.
Yeah,
go ahead, I'm sorry.
Peyton Hatter has almost caught up to Jalen Smith. Where Jalen Smith has about 27, Peyton has 23.
He's gaining on him, that's for sure. And Jalen Smith has not done in the second half what he did in the first half. He only has 6 points in the second half. out of that whole total. We have a foul called on Ty Butner, his second, and it's going to put Braden Verbeck on the line to shoot a 1-and-1. He makes the first one. You need them both here, young man. Verbeck makes them both. 59-48. Grizzlies down still by 11. And they're running out of time. 3:30 to go. Verbeck gets a nice steal. Chadwick under the basket, puts it up. Another charge on Chadwick. That's his second charge tonight. Player control foul. No foul shots taken. But it does turn the ball over.
Not a smart move when the Grizzlies could have really used those points.
They really needed the layup there. McGee to Chadwick for three. Chadwick misses. And Carter gets it for North High. Here come the Redskins back. Missed the first shot, gets the second.
Looks like the Redskins called a timeout on us.
Well, why don't we call one too? This game's starting to get away from us. 61-48, Grizzlies trail. We'll be back. This is Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
Yeah. Back at Northwest, coming out of the timeout, 2:58 remaining in the fourth. Possession arrow points towards North High. They also have the 13-point lead. Both teams in the bonus. It's your game reset, and the ball belongs to Northwest. Brees Hall will inbound to Jalen Smith. With the two of them out there is Cam Thompson, Zion Jones, and Braden Verbeck. Smith. Oh, alley-oop time! And Brees Hall gets it home.
Brees Hall has had a pretty boring game, only 6 points.
Those two sure look nice. His last two.
Yeah.
Bree's looking at me like, what are you talking about?
Got a little lost there for a second.
Hatter's at the line to shoot a pair here. Braden Verbeck just got charged with his first. Hatter's first one is good. Did he miss one? I missed that.
I thought he made both, but
well, he only gave him 1 point on the scoreboard.
Oh, my bad.
64-50. Grizzlies trail by 14, largest lead of the game. And the fourth quarter, we were talking about this off camera. Fourth quarter has not been good to the Grizzlies this month.
No. We always start out strong, and then the fourth quarter just kind of kills our vibe.
Butner charged with his third. We'll send Brees Hall to the line to shoot a pair. We need some points with the clock not moving, Brees. And he misses the first. This is a double bonus. The Grizzlies are in the double bonus, so he'll get a second. We're on the air Thursday night, 7:15 for the Countdown to Tip-Off show. And we might even have an interview with the coach or two on Thursday night for you. They will be at Southeast High for the season finale. Butner passes to Hatter for an easy lay-in. Brees Hall takes the long pass, and it's good. Count the basket and a foul. McCollum gets charged with his fourth foul. And Brees Hall gets the three-point play the old-fashioned way. A full timeout being taken by the Grizzlies. We're going to take it with them. We'll be back. We're trailing 66-53. This is Grizzlies boys basketball.
This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life.
Back at Northwest with Bree Johnson, Andrew Fisher, Greg Darnell. I'm Kevin Arkin. 1:48 remaining here, and the Grizzlies in a huge hole, down by 13. Trying to break the Schneider at home, and right now it doesn't look like they're going to make it. Tonight being senior night, we want to congratulate once again all of the seniors from the cheer squads, the pom squads, and the basketball teams who were recognized here this evening and honored in between games tonight. And we're glad we were able to bring you that ceremony, and Zion Jones, I think, got Butner in the eye. He's going to get charged with a foul for it. That's his fourth, and it will send Butner to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Referee checking him to make sure he's okay. It's the second time he's gotten poked in the eye tonight.
Oh, yeah. Him and Davon Carter took some nasty ones to the face.
Makes the first one. And the second one misses, and rebound goes to Brees Hall. A long one to Thompson, up and good. Count the basket. Are they going to call a foul here? I think they did. Count the basket and a foul.
And Chase McCollum has fouled out.
McCollum is gone. He's disqualified on fouls, so he'll get replaced here.
It looks like Sincere Bones coming in.
Bowen hasn't been in the whole half that I can remember.
Yeah. Didn't even go in the third half, or the third quarter.
So he's back in. He joins Cam Thompson, who's at the line. Jalen Smith, Brees Hall, and Zion Jones. And he makes the three-point play the hard way. Grizzlies down by 11. Double teaming. Trying to get the ball back. There's a ball deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with North. Good hustling defense on the part of the Grizzlies. Up and good by Butner. And the lead back to 13, coming up on 1 minute to play now. Bowen pulls it back out, drives, Ball deflected, rebounded to Brees Hall. He scores. Brees Hall gets the putback. And he gets the steal to Thompson. He's fouled. These guys aren't quitting, I'll say that. Now we have a timeout being taken by North. We'll keep it right here. We'll tell you that the Grizzlies will play their final regular season game Thursday night at Southeast. We will be there at 7:15 with the countdown to tip-off program, followed by the boys varsity contest, and the Grizzlies will be trying to end their regular season on a high note before they begin their playoffs next week against whomever it is. Last time we checked, we hadn't figured it was most likely going to be Derby, but we don't know. We just know it won't be here.
Yeah. Now I'm actually kind of hoping it's in Derby. I like their gym.
They have a nice gym. They have nice facilities at Derby, and their athletic director down there, who's, quite frankly, whose name escapes me, nice, very nice person. Very nice. Always treats us nice when we get down there to webcast. Cam Thompson will be at the line. He's going to shoot a pair. And he misses the first. Second one's good. 69-59. Grizzlies down by 10. 45 seconds to go, and a foul on Cam Thompson. Both teams now in the double bonus, so it's going to be a free throw shooting frenzy here in the last 44 seconds. Butner shooting two. First one misses. I think I talked it out. I said it missed before it ever got there, and it rattled and dropped. That one missed too. Yeah, I'm good at talking them out. Here comes Smith for three. Short.
Oh, first one he's missed.
That's his first three-point miss of the night. Ball stays with Northwest, however. 34 to go. They need to score in a hurry. It's a four-possession game. Smith scores. And a timeout taken by head coach Brian Chadwick.
And believe it or not, that is Jalen Smith's first points of the quarter.
Wow, with 29 seconds to go. I mean, he's contributed in other ways, but he's not scored with the proficiency that he did in the first half. First half, he was on fire.
Although I guess granted he didn't play most of the third quarter because he went out limping.
He did get hurt third quarter. He seems okay now, though.
Yeah.
Thompson. He tried hard. It took him a while to get the foul in there.
Yeah.
But he finally did do it. That's his third. Butner at the line again to shoot two. Made one out of two a moment ago. The first one is no good. Oh, he missed them both last time, did he not? Didn't I talk them both out?
Yeah.
I talked that one out, too. Now the Grizzlies are going to make some changes into the game for the Grizzlies. Number 50, Terrence Burt. Number 45, Aiden Aldaffer. And who's the third one that came
Tajik
in?
McGee.
Say again?
Or no, Junior did. That's not his name on here, but that's how I know him.
Who are you talking about? Oh, Ruffin.
Yeah.
Easton Ruffin. You call him Junior?
Oh, no.
Or are you thinking of somebody else?
Well, that's Junior, but he's in Easton's jersey.
Well, who is that?
DeAndre. His name is DeAndre, but he's in Easton's jersey for the night.
Oh, okay.
Whenever I see him in the book, it's always like Junior.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll call him that for 17 seconds. Anyway, he gets on the floor, gets a little PT. Brees Hall misses one there. And makes that one 70-62 now. 15 to go. Oh, Brees gets it back. Junior. Good! Whatever your name is, it's good. And it's a 5-point game. 2 seconds to go, and that'll do it. Final score tonight, 70-65. We're going to take one last quick timeout, come back, wrap this up. We'll be back in mere seconds. Stay with us. This is Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Back at Northwest where the Grizzlies fall tonight, 70-65. But Bree, this team played hard. They played with passion, with effort. And quite frankly, they played well most of the night.
Definitely. It was a lot less hard on the eyes of a beating as the last time we played North.
North really took it to us last time we played them, and a 5-point loss, it's still a loss, but again, they played we played a much better game tonight. They looked very good doing it. And unfortunately, we wrap up the season, hard to believe, but we wrap up the season winless at home.
Yeah.
Which is disappointing.
Yeah, I don't think at least at the time I've been here, I don't think that's happened.
I don't know of a time that's happened either way. We go back and look, and we're bound to find one. But 0-9 at home, they finished. They're 5-5 on the road. They'll try and get over 500 on the road. Thursday night, not Friday. Thursday night at Southeast, and we'll be there. You'll be there.
Yes.
They'll be there. You guys will be there, right? Okay. All right, we're going to wrap it up and go home. What do you think?
Sounds like a plan. I am tired.
All right. For Bree, for Andrew, for Drew, I'm Kevin Arkin. Thanks for joining us tonight. Once again, Grizzlies fall 70-65 to the North High Redskins. Look forward to seeing you Thursday night from Southeast. Until then, have a pleasant evening.